It's already June 15 and half of 2025 it's already gone. If you think that you had made a list of goals in January that you wanted to achieve by end of this year and you still feel like okay, these 5 things are pending, I could not do this, I tried doing this but it's still not, I have still not achieved it, then let me tell you one thing, my friend, you're wrong, because there is still one thing that you can achieve by end of 2025. Hi guys, my name is Shraddha and welcome to my channel. So this video is actually for everyone, okay? You can be anyone. You can be a housewife, a student, a professional, a senior citizen. This video is going to relate with each and everyone because I'm going to talk about that one thing which we all Indians struggle with, speaking English. I remember when I was a kid, my father used to ask me, especially in the summer holidays or in Diwali holidays, that Shraddha, you need to write down 5 new words each day in your notebook and then you have to repeat it for 5 times. And I used to feel a little like, okay, Papa, this is the holiday time. All kids are playing. I would like to go out and play rather than doing this homework at home. But he would insist that no, you need to practice this way because I have learned it this way and it will help your English. And I actually used to get a little angry, but he was my father, I could not get angry. And then when I nowadays see many people using apps where that particular app suggests them to learn 5 or 10 words every day, and then they can actually build up their vocabulary and learn new things. I'm just thanking my father. He taught me the correct thing. So that is how it is. English is a language, okay? So you need to understand that there are 4 aspects of any language. So if I'm expecting you to be fluent by 2025, you need to understand that there are 4 things that you need to focus on, okay? English is not a technical subject. It's not like science or mathematics. So you need to practice all these 4 aspects in order to get fluent in English language. What are these 4 aspects? Let's see. Reading, writing, listening, speaking. Writing is the obvious thing. Nowadays, I know autocorrects are helping us a lot, but let me remind you one thing. Autocorrect can only correct the spelling. Grammatically, it may or may not correct you. So you of course need a lot of practice in writing. It could be anything. Of course, nowadays we are not writing the handwritten letters to anyone, but most of us are still writing messages, some formal ones, some informal ones. If you're working in corporate, then you are writing, my friend, like 100 emails a day. That's what we all do. Second is speaking, which is of course very important as well because that's one of the crucial part when it comes to be fluent in English. So I would be giving you tips on that as well. Third aspect is reading. And by reading, I don't mean the loud reading. Loud reading is one of the part of it. Loud reading also includes pronunciation, of course. But the important part of reading is comprehension. What do I mean by that? If I'm reading an article from newspaper, I need to understand what all information I'm able to grasp from it, okay? So reading means comprehending and understanding the gist of a paragraph, of an email, of a story, of a news article. So that's what I mean when I'm saying reading, okay? So loud reading is of course one of the parts of it, but the main is comprehension. And last but not least, listening. I know that most of us already know English. Of course, you're watching this video, so I assume you can of course understand English, but the thing is sometimes when we are watching something on Netflix, we may need subtitles, okay? That does not mean that you don't know English. We need subtitles because sometimes the accent is very different. Sometimes the phrases they're saying are like unknown to us. We don't know, we have never heard of them. That is why listening is equally important. So if someone is telling you that you can just speak for some time, just practice speaking and then you will be fluent in English, that is not correct. You need to focus on all these 4 aspects equally. Then only you can be fluent in English. So in today's video, we are going to see some tips about all these 4 aspects. Let's start. So let's take reading first, okay? Reading. As I said, reading does not mean just loud reading. Of course, pronunciation is one thing. When it comes to pronunciations, English is a little tricky language because the rules are very much in like gray area. So a particular alphabet or a particular set of alphabets can be pronounced differently in two different words. That we need to practice, of course, but what tips I'm going to give you today are different. It's about comprehension. I want all of you to grab an English newspaper. I'm not asking you to physically go out and purchase a newspaper. You can actually do it on your mobile itself. So just see an English newspaper, just see one paragraph, read, and try to tell yourself, or you can tell it to your friend or your family members, what is it? What is it about? What the paragraph is telling you. There could be a news, there could be an information. So just read and try to split it, okay? This exercise will help you tremendously. I have been teaching the languages since last 10 years now. And let me tell you, this is one of the most important parts in language learning. Comprehension. I'm again telling you, whenever I'm saying reading, everybody gets confused. They mean or they think it can mean the loud reading. Yes, sometimes. But today it is about the comprehension. Comprehension is reading a paragraph, understanding, and then maybe telling the meaning or answering the questions. Second is listening. As I said, I am already expecting this from you guys if you want to be fluent in English by 2025 December. I want you to watch one video in English with or without subtitles, that is your comfort, but completely 5 minutes dedicated to one video. It could be anything, okay? Whatever topic interests you, it could be about Bollywood gossips, it could be about science, technology, politics, anything. But 5 minutes dedicated to English listening every day. I know that all of us are very much stick with our phone all the time. So this is not a very hard practice, let me tell you, because I know personally if I'm commuting or traveling to my office or anywhere, every day I'm spending more than 1.5 hours in the car or in the bus. So you can definitely do this exercise smoothly without taking extra time out. Third exercise is writing. This is a tip actually. From today onwards, let's take an oath. Let's take an oath that we would not use shortcuts while writing a message, even if it's to our friend or family. So I would not say, hey, are you coming to office? I would write it in complete form, are you coming to office? Simultaneously, we would be paying attention to the grammar. I have made a video, I'm about to make so many other videos as well about English grammar, but just to give the idea, you cannot use past tense after did. So, did you not come yesterday, or why did you not come yesterday? Okay, so we are going to pay attention to the grammar. Why did you not came yesterday? This sentence is wrong. After did, we are supposed to use the present tense. There are a couple of my videos on the same channel. I would request everyone to please go and check them as well. I have given some tips of English grammar there. So while writing, we are going to pay attention that we will not mess it up and we will not write it in the shortcuts. And last aspect but not least, speaking. I want all of us to speak to ourselves. It's okay if someone thinks that Shraddha is little mad. I don't mind. I'm improving a skill for myself, for my own survival, for my own betterment. And that is why it's important for me to ignore the other chaos and not pay attention and just focus on the task that is assigned to me. I want you all to focus and speak to yourself very proudly about anything. I can just pick up a topic like how my day went, how I was stuck in traffic yesterday for half an hour, how one of the co-workers was really bitchy with me the entire day. That's fine. That's okay. That is how you want to pick up a topic and talk to yourself. If you have a friend or a family that you can talk to, wonderful. You're already blessed. So please start these practices. Try to understand that if we want to be fluent in English language by December 2025, there are a lot of things that we need to do. Okay, so I want you all to be with me in this journey. I would be uploading a series of 10 videos just focusing on spoken English or how to speak English and English grammar. And let me tell you, it's going to be very helpful because I am pouring actually my heart out. I am putting all the 10 years of my experience in these videos. So that is going to be helpful. Before that, I want you to be habitual with these 4 practices that I've told you, so that when we start with the correct grammar and the heavy sessions, you will be able to connect it. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you have enjoyed, please like, share and subscribe. This is a new channel, so I would really appreciate all the support that is coming my way. Thank you and see you soon for the next video. Bye bye.